Hello, wonderful English learners. Welcome to English Mastery Podcast. I'm Vey, here with James, and today we're addressing something that almost every English learner experiences. That frustrating moment when you want to speak English, but suddenly all the words just disappear from your mind. James, do you know this feeling? You've been studying diligently, reading books, listening to podcasts, learning tons of vocabulary, but when you actually try to speak, the words simply aren't there anymore. You feel confused, shy, maybe even afraid to continue talking. Here's what I want every listener to understand. You are absolutely not alone in this experience. This happens to countless people learning English, and it's completely normal. Even experienced language learners and teachers face this challenge when learning new languages. Sometimes the words exist in your mind, but they just won't come out when you need them most. Today, we're going to explore why this happens and, more importantly, share practical strategies to help you overcome this common obstacle.
James, Vey, this is such a relatable topic because there are several reasons why our brains temporarily forget words during speaking situations. Sometimes we become nervous about making mistakes, which actually blocks our natural word retrieval process. Sometimes we simply haven't used those new words enough times for them to become automatic and easily accessible. And sometimes our brains just need additional processing time to connect the meaning with the English word. That's completely natural during language learning. The key is understanding that forgetting words doesn't mean you're failing or that you're bad at English. It means you're human and you're learning something challenging. Here's my first practical tip. Be genuinely kind to yourself when this happens. Say, "It's okay that I forgot. I'm learning something new and complex." This self-compassion actually reduces anxiety, which helps word retrieval improve. Second tip, embrace using simple words instead of searching for perfect or complicated vocabulary. You don't need fancy terms to communicate effectively. Clear, simple language is often more powerful than complex words that you might struggle to remember.
James, that self-compassion approach is so important. And here's another powerful strategy. When you forget a specific word, try explaining it using different words you do remember. For example, if you forget cherry, you can describe it. It's a small red fruit that grows on trees. This isn't cheating or giving up, it's smart communication. Native speakers do this all the time when they can't recall specific terms. Speaking slowly is another game changer that many learners overlook. You don't need to speak rapidly to sound fluent. Taking your time allows your brain to process and retrieve words more effectively. Think of it like this. When you rush, you create pressure that actually makes forgetting more likely. When you speak at a comfortable pace, you give yourself space to think and remember. Here's a practical daily exercise. Repeat new vocabulary words multiple times throughout your day. Say them while walking, while cooking, while doing routine activities. This repetition helps move words from short-term memory into long-term, easily accessible memory storage.
Exactly, Vey. And let's talk about some specific practice techniques that build speaking confidence. First, write short, simple sentences using new vocabulary. Then, practice saying them out loud repeatedly. This bridges the gap between written knowledge and spoken fluency. Second, practice self-talk at home regularly. Describe your activities using simple English. I am making coffee now. I feel relaxed today. The weather looks cloudy. This builds your comfort with producing English sounds and sentences without any external pressure. Third, seek out conversation partners who are patient and kind, whether that's friends, family members, language exchange partners, or supportive classmates. The environment you practice in significantly affects your confidence and word retrieval ability. Remember, mistakes during speaking are not failures. They're learning opportunities that help your brain strengthen correct patterns. Every mistake actually brings you closer to fluency. And here's something important. Celebrate small victories. If you successfully communicate one clear sentence today, that's genuine progress worth acknowledging.
James, those practice techniques are so practical and achievable. Here's one final strategy that can make a huge difference. Take a deep breath before you start speaking. This simple action helps calm your nervous system and improves your brain's ability to access stored vocabulary. When you're relaxed, words flow more naturally. Remember, forgetting words occasionally doesn't indicate that you're unsuccessful at English. It indicates that you're actively learning and growing. Language acquisition is a gradual process that happens one word, one conversation, one day at a time. Your English speaking abilities will definitely improve with consistent practice and patience with yourself. The words you're learning today will become more accessible tomorrow, and the words that feel difficult this week will feel natural next month. That's how language learning works, through repetition, practice, and time. Thank you for joining us today on English Mastery Podcast. We discussed the common experience of forgetting words while speaking and shared practical strategies to build your speaking confidence. Keep practicing these techniques, keep being patient with your learning process, and remember, you absolutely can do this. We'll see you next time with more practical English learning strategies.
Perfect advice, Vey. Remember, every English speaker, including native speakers, occasionally forgets words. What matters is staying calm, using the words you do know, and continuing to practice. Your speaking confidence will grow with each conversation. Keep going, keep practicing, and we'll see you in our next episode of English Mastery Podcast.